Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Tura large indoor-outdoor wall sconce. This is a beautiful fixture. This is the 30-25-83. This is the largest of the three sizes. There's also a pendant that matches this too. If you get a chance, go back and look at the medium size and watch that video, because I'm going to have that actual fixture sitting on the table, so I'll be able to go over a lot of things I won't be able to go over today because I don't have the fixture, the larger one here. That's the 30-25-81, so take advantage of that if you can. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. So from the bottom of the fixture to the top of the back plate, the total height is 18.9. The width on this is coming in 11.5. The depth, that's the distance from the wall coming out, is 11.5 as well. Mounting height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your electrical outlet box, is coming in at 15.6. And the back plate on this is 6.5 by 5, so it just goes over a normal 4-inch junction box. To show you more information about that and to give you kind of a sneak peek of the inside of that back plate, best way to do it is to look at the installations instructions PDF, and you can do that now. On that side of the screen, midway down, there's a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF, so open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you how you put the glass on, which is really easy. It's going to show you lots of detailed drawings of the fixture and the back plate, and it's a good thing for you to check out if you get a chance. Okay, so why don't we talk about a couple other things. If you guys are in the sunny state of California and you are pulling permits for new construction or renovation, and they are making you do Title 24 compliancy, drop me a quick email and I can check on the fact if we can do a 30-25-83. You're going to reference that in your email. What's called a GU24 socket setup with an LED. And what that does is it gets you over the threshold for that Title 24 compliancy in the state of California. But the way to go about it is we have to do it as a custom, which means that you have to email me the request, which I hold on to, but I also send that email through Hubbardton Forge's customs department and engineering, and they come back with a quote of what we can do for you. We do customs every day. It's not a big deal. Don't be afraid to ask. So there you go. Okay, why don't we talk about lamping on this, which is going to be important. Just standard medium base socket is what you're going to get with this as a standard product, not this guy. It's going to be a recommended bulb size is an A19. This is just a regular bulb that we all grew up with. For incandescent, you can go up to 100 watts in this, so you can throw quite a bit of light. If you're going to be using this inside, you can actually point the light up, or you can point the light down. If it's going to be outside, it has to be pointed down, so keep that in mind. As far as bulbs go, this is an LED, a phosphorus LED. This is just a good old incandescent friend from way back that we've all had. This is what's called an A20, and even though the recommended bulb size for this is an A19, which is this size, the regular bulb we all know, this bigger size will fit into this glass with absolutely no problem if you do an LED only, because it's really about the heat generated by a bulb. 100 watt max is 100 watt max. But anyway, getting back into this guy. So A20, you could probably find this easily 150 watt equivalent, possibly a 200 watt equivalent, and an A20 is easy to find. I got this at my local Vermont hardware store, so if I can do it, you can do it. It doesn't matter where you are. When you get into LEDs, the color of the lights are really important. I tend to like what's in the middle, but we'll talk about the whole thing. So 2700 Kelvin, which is 2700 K, that's the warm, kind of like setting sun warmth of like a halogen bulb. And way on the other side of that is something called daylight. When you're out looking for bulbs, and especially LEDs, it doesn't matter where you go. If it says daylight, just make sure you know that that's going to be a kind of bluish white hospital waiting room light, overcast day type of light. That's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. If you want what I want, which is usually the nice warmth that would come from an incandescent bulb, but I want to use an LED, I go for 3,000 Kelvin and 3,000 K. That's going to be the nice warmth, that the light coming down at my hands right now. That's what we use in our showroom. People think this is an incandescent bulb, gives a nice glow, nice and warm, but it's actually an LED. The other thing about this, if you guys are going to be using this, like let's say on an outdoor patio in the back of your house, or someplace where you are going to be hanging out with your friends after dinner as it gets dark, you can put this on a dimmer, don't forget, and you can dim this down to make it look almost like candlelight. And you can do it with LEDs too. The important thing, if you're doing it with the LEDs, make sure that you put in the correct dimmer for LEDs. Tell your installer what you're doing. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with, and they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture. And they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets and custom things, are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.